Hi everyone. I thought I would just do a quick, just a little chit chat so that we could get to know each other a little bit more, or you get to know me a little bit better. I do get quite a bit of questions, so I thought I would film this video and answer it. So one of the questions that I do get asked very often is, when did you start your business and why? So I actually started my business in 2019. I was still living in New York at that time. So I was living in Manhattan in my studio apartment, and I just was working a very stressful corporate job and I needed a creative outlet. So I started Kubo and Lucy. It was back then I was making mostly accessories like paper clips and stuff like that. Um, and it just kind of evolved. I have always loved stationery. I grew up around stationery, and that's basically the premise is how I started my business from a stressful job. Question number two, what advice do you have for starting your own business? So my advice really is if it's something that you really love and you enjoy doing as a hobby, just do it. Um, don't do it because you have seen other people do it and they were successful and you have no interest in it, then don't do it. Do something that you truly, truly love. And that age old saying, it's like you gotta do something that you love, and it's so true. So I would definitely say, if you want to start a business, find something that you enjoy and just do it. Um, Number one is bookkeeping. Make sure you start from the beginning of, bookkeeping is the most important, is the best advice that I could possibly give you if you're starting your own business. Question three, what was your previous career before starting your own business? So previous to Kubo and Lucy, I was in the beauty industry for over 25 years. So I started off as a licensed esthetician in Australia because that's where I'm from. And when I moved here in 1998 to the United States, to New York, I was working for a skincare company and I was working as a global educator. So I basically worked corporate and I traveled pretty much, I don't want to say all over the world. I've not been to every single country around the globe, but I did a lot of international training. I designed curriculums and also in sales for the skincare industry. So my background really is in beauty. I still have a passion for skincare. I have a very strict 7 to 10 step skincare regimen. So once it's in your blood, you can't really kick it off. So question four, what are some of your hobbies besides planning? So planning is one of my favorite hobbies. Actually, I love stationery. So anytime there's a stationery store, I always want to go in it. But what is outside of planning and stationery that I enjoy? I enjoy movies a lot. I used to watch a lot of movies. When I say used to, I really didn't mean used to. I now watch movie in the comfort of my own home. But I love foreign films. So anytime that I have to read subtitles and it is like a foreign movie, I'm in it. So I would say movies is definitely one of them. I enjoy cooking. I'm not a gourmet cook, but I just enjoy cooking sometimes. So that's also something that I wouldn't call it a hobby, but maybe a survival hobby. But I do enjoy that. But movies is definitely one. And right now, K dramas are my weakness. So I do watch that mostly on Netflix or on Viki. Um, Another question that I get asked too from my previous life, what is your favorite country that you have visited? So I will have to say I visited a lot of places. I have not been to everywhere, but I would say Australia is always my top list because it is my home country. I grew up in Australia, so I love Australia. I'm a Brisbane girl. I love cities, so that's why I love New York so much. I also spent a lot of Christmas growing up because my grandmother lived in Hong Kong, so Hong Kong has a very soft spot for me. I want to say there is not a lot of places that I don't like. I prefer not to list the places that I don't like. Um, but I've been to places like Russia, I've been to Israel, I've been to, Scandinavian countries, Europe, London, but I will have to say the most memorable one would have to be China for me because we went as a big family trip and that was really memorable. And I think that was one of the last big family trip that we went on with like all our cousins and my grandmother was still alive. And the other one that I went on that I really loved was actually to Norway because Norway was not on my bucket list, but I am so glad I went. It is truly a very beautiful, beautiful country to visit. So one last question. What are your plans for Kubo and Lucy? I have big plans. I actually didn't think Kubo and Lucy would be as busy as it is now. I think 2023 was such a amazing year for the business. Ultimately, I would love to see a brick and mortar store. Obviously, I would love somewhere where people can come and hang out. Plan, stamp, you know, just a fun place to be. And also really expanding and really curating the store right now because I do have a lot of brands online and I just want to really trim it down as well as curate more independent, hard to find brands for all those stationery lovers. So that's my plan at the moment. I'm just doing year by year. I do have a 5-year goal, but that's my year to year plan so far. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat, and I will leave you at that. And I hope to chat with you guys soon. I can't believe it is December. Christmas is going to be soon. And before you know it, it's 2024. So, anyway, thank you for listening and thanks for chatting with me. And I will see you guys soon.